Hello everybody and welcome back to the Highland Fishing Expansion on Kinlaig. So we have moved on a month from where we were in the previous episode just to make it so I think it'll only be moving on one more month until we can harvest the soybeans. So that's why you can see weeds in this field. So our first job is to get these onions lifted and get them over to the processor, and if I remember rightly the processor was full when we last left it. So doing this would have given it a chance to process everything and sell everything for us. So I think without further ado we will get the rest of these onions lifted and to get as much into the processor as possible. If we do fill the processor again, I may leave what's left and just move on another month, because there's absolutely no rush to get these done. And then once we are done, we need to have a look at all our productions to make sure everything's set to selling and that we aren't getting a stockpile of stuff that we don't want here, there and everywhere. Right, that is the first load done, so we'll just spin round to here and unload, and whilst that is doing that, I will have a look at the productions. Yes, that's emptied a huge gap for us, which is good. Sawmills, that one's empty, but it's got wood chips. Whoa, that one's almost empty as well. It's working out quite well, this, getting these as they are. Offshore, that's fine. That's still processing and distributing. Here we're selling. I didn't check whether these selling. The quarry is distributing. The fish food factory distributing. That is. Oh, we've got loads of castle stones. Let's change output to selling. There's 25,000 litres of castle stones there to go. And that's selling. So I don't think we need to change anything on that front. But right, let's just get this last little bit quickly finished. Leaving this tractor and trailer here, especially it's still half tipped and it's still got a lot of onions left in it, so can we tip what's left into there, and we'll use this when it comes to the soybean harvest, because I think the soybeans, they're ready next month I believe. But anyways, let's just leave that there. Let's jump into this one and we can start this emptying. Obviously we have the problem with the back doors because they open out to the sides. They do get in the way and they can hit the shed and then throw the lorry out of the trigger. So let's go to about there. There we go, that's about perfect. So we're not going to get all these onions in here, but my hope is now that if we take, we're going to have to do a bit of a shunt there. If we take this back to the harvester now, we should be able to empty that and then just leave this by the trigger for now. So come next month again, we can just empty. So we have 30,285 litres left to process, which we should be able to do. Because I'm thinking once we've harvested the soybeans, we'll just check the soybean price. If it's okay, we'll sell it straight off the field. Or if it's going to be worse in December, we'll sell it straight off the field. And then we will continue moving to December. And then that is when we will have a look at trying to get everything, well not everything, but all our crops and so on, look at getting a lot of them sold. That's right, if I leave that like that, will that just keep emptying? It is. Oh no, it's not. As I was hoping it would keep emptying it as and when it needed. So if we take this down here, we'll go jump into the onion harvester, or onion lift is it? Yeah, onion harvester. We will get that washed off and then we can put it away back in the shed because we are done. And I believe it will be a long time until we do an onion harvest again. So I'll just reverse it back into here. What I probably will do as well is, I think, is it Control Y? No, Control T. I'm glad I checked. Control T, so we don't need to, when we tab through our vehicles next, it shouldn't send us back into there. Right, let's jump into here and let's check. Oh, the cows look like they could be short of food, but we've got the telehandler there, so I'll probably use the telehandler to give them some hay. We'll have to check the water as well. No one coming. Sound job. I'll park up on the right here, and then, like I say, I believe it's next month when we are ready to harvest these, because they look still green. Yeah, next month. So let's just tab through. All this is done over here, so I reckon Control T, Control T. There is some potatoes there that need sorting. We can get ready in anticipation, and we can just pull this through into that field quickly. I'm trying to remember, did I put that gate in? I think I may have done. I think I did it early on when we first bought it, purely because the other gate's down there, but I can't quite remember exactly. Right, we'll get, considering it's now put us into here, we'll get this and we'll put some, whoa, we'll put some hay into here. I'll also just check what the sheep are doing, because if we are going to have to sort all that out, it may be worth putting it into a bit of a time lapse. But let's just put this one in here first, like so. And now let's check animals. So they've got plenty of hay, they've got enough food. Yeah, so it's literally just putting more hay. I didn't check the water, to be fair. Okay, water and hay into here, which this won't take too long at all. So that's second hay bale in. Hoping it doesn't seem to be fitting in really well. We'll just leave that there. And I don't think this fits on to anything else bar a tractor and a car, I believe. So we'll just reverse this on, put this on, and get some water in. So let's just reverse that into there. Tip that, and I believe now there's nothing else for us to really do than to pass through until harvest. So let's go back up to the house and let's go sleep. So I don't know when Oxygen David's map is going to be released, and what I am thinking is this episode here, if I push this up to where we'll release it earlier, I should say, to what I was planning on releasing it, I'll leave it up to you lot who are watching to decide what we're going to do, because with it, obviously when a map is released and done, like obviously Oxygen David will leave it with what equipment he wants you to have and how he wants you to start. Do we start the map with Oxygen David gives us? Do we go put in our own stuff? And if we do we go put it in, smaller equipment, older equipment, or do we go newer? I'm not really a fan of going on the newer side. Or do we look at the money that we have made in this series and sell everything that Oxygen David gives us, and then the money that we have in this series, we use that to either buy the starter farm or buy a different farm, buy land and buy the equipment with? I'll leave that to you lot to decide. we going to get all of this into one tank? It's going to be tight, isn't it? But anyways, so I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on how we should start on Oxygen Davis map. Obviously, like I said previous, I think the big equipment, if that was a choice, that's something I wouldn't go down the route of. But obviously, doing these videos, I want to make sure that not only do I enjoy playing it and doing it, but also that you lot all enjoy watching it. How much have we got left there? You're kidding. The smallest of bits. Right, let's get this. We'll put this on, we'll get unloaded, and then we will creep forward, what, a metre, just to finish off the field. But whilst this is unloading, what I will do is I'll have a look to see what soybean prices are doing, because like I said, there's no point holding them if they're going to just go down. So soybeans, yeah, we'll get it sold straight away. So we want to go to Logistic Centre Railroad. Where's that? Have we been to that before? Yes, I think we have been there, to be fair. But right, let's jump back into here. Oh, we must have gone out the trigger, did we? Yeah, we did. We just went out slightly. I'm hoping if we cut all this, let's send these out the back. So now we can go like so. We can lift that off. Let's jump into here. And then is that the lot? 17,112 litres of soybeans. So we're going to go and make very little money compared to what we would do if we waited. I think if we made 34,000, I think we've done very, very well from this. If we do that, I can't see us doing that though. Why? Oh, I'm on the front. There we go. Let's tip onto here. And let's see. So it's roughly, I think it's about 1,500 quid per 1,000 litres that we're short on. Yeah, 31,279. So that should have been a lot better. But right, let's take this back up to the yard and then we'll sort the combine out. So considering we only have one crop in here, we'll line up with this one first. I don't know what's in it, but we'll line up here. Leave that like so. Let's go now through to the combine. Let's put that auger back, we'll put the header away and we can look at getting all this packed up and sorted out. Our header's now going to do its bit of a dancing. Like so. It's not as pronounced as what it used to be. Right, let's go get this washed off now. And we can go get this reversed into here. And like I say, this will be the last time that we'll be using this. So let's leave it there, turn it off, close the door. And I just need to make sure, because I think you've got to come in via here. Yeah, there's plenty of room for us to get. Actually, let's go back to here, Control T. We still need that one, still need that one. We still need that one, but this is what we need. So we can now take this and get this part back up in our shed. We will obviously give it a wash off first. And then we'll just have to try slalom it in here as best we possibly can. So let's go wide there, because obviously when we finish, all the machinery will park back up in here. And let's leave that right there. We can now close this door because we shouldn't need to go through here again. Don't hit the hitch. Brilliant. Then what else was there? I needed that. We can Control T that. That's empty. So we'll take this down and... Well, do we take this down or do we use this to load up? What's in... I think we'll use this to drive because there's 3 lots in there. 3 lots of stuff. So let's just drive this to here and let's see what we have in storage. So we've got 20,000 litres of oats, 35,000 litres of wheat, and Oh, I wish I'd remembered them. I would have taken them and sold them. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3. So we've got 4 trips to do there with stuff. And then we will also have eggs and wool to sell. Which I think, let's load up with the wheat first. Or the barley. Which one's got the most amount in? So barley's 23, wheat's 35. So we'll load up with the wheat first. Think about it, probably should have done the barley first because that's the cheapest. But my thinking is if it doesn't fill this, we can put whatever we can into the chickens and then it should fill. Exactly, 90%. So right, we'll go tip some of this into here to make sure these are still going. Let's now go find. Right, brilliant, that's done that. They may need some more water, maybe next month. The cows, they want another bale of hay, which we have managed. Oh, I was just about to say, which we have managed to get 2 into there. And what's happening with the sheep then? Chickens fine, sheep fine. So that is all fine. Right, we will move on another month. Right, so we're in November. Has anything hit a decent price? So wheat's 1185. Oh, that's our factory. So we've got 125. Yes, there's no real point selling any of that. Oats 1878. So 1778. We've just been there, haven't we? And barley 1110. Let's, whilst we're in this month, let's just go. We've got a load of the wheat in. Let's just go sell some stuff because we're going to have. Oh, actually, we're going to have the eggs to sell this month. So let's go and find. Where is a? Let's take this up to the top. We'll load this with water, and then we'll go find ourselves our flatbed or our bale trailer, which I don't really know where that is. Well, I've found it. We've left it behind here. Right, what is 20,000 litres of oats? We might as well fill that up, and then we can pull this out of the way, put that trailer on, and then load all the eggs up to go get them sold. And what is, whilst we're thinking then, wool. So wool's creeping up as well. So I may look, this may be it. This may be the last month that we do, and we'll get everything sold here purely because the eggs are max value. Well, that's not ideal. So I have just had to leave the game purely because it was doing that thing again of where it's only on this map. It lags like no tomorrow. You know, I think it dropped down to about 10 frames per second, which is why I think I crashed. Right, I believe this is where the eggs were to come to, or at least I hope it was. No, the bakery was the best place to go to them. I don't think I can even sell these here. Was it the wool that was meant to come here? Why have I come here then? Let's go to the warehouse. Let's tag the warehouse and let's take the wool over there. If I can get this trailer finally to sit itself down again, that would be lovely. So just going on 2 wheels. So the warehouse is just round the corner here. So hopefully when we do a left here, it may sit the trailer back down, but obviously all the eggs are tight onto one side, so I think that's the main thing that's sending it over that way. Do not flick back over, no! Oh, there we go, we've got it back over. Right, straps off. Oh, we sold the eggs as well. Let's just sell all the eggs there. So that's 142,000 and a bit of change. Right, let's make our way. Can I go this? I think I can go this way. We'll go this way and we'll make our way back to the farm. Because we are just going to go sell everything now, we can put this trailer away, because there's the bales, I'm not going to sell them. Same as the animals, I'm not going to go and sell the animals. It is literally going to be our crops. And then we don't... Oh, I haven't done that well at all. Yeah, it's literally just going to be our crops. And then we are done. So let's put that back like so. Let's flick through so we don't need this anymore. So Control T. This. So we've got oats, we've got wheat, and we have some barley. I may just leave the soybeans, I think. And for the final time, let's go tip what wheat we have in here. So I don't honestly know how much we're going to get for all this, but anything over 30,000 will be brilliant, because that will take us over, well, we're over now, we're over 3.1 million, which is pretty epic. 32,805. So I think there isn't really much more that we can do. But go park this up in the shed, and then that will do. I can't honestly think of anything more. Like we could go sell the hay bales and all that sort of thing, but I don't really see any need to. It's where I'd quite like to do some sort. I know we're doing the survival challenge at the minute, but it's where I'd quite like to do a series competing against someone. I think that would be quite cool, because then come the end of the series, all of this will be sold, buildings sold, animals sold, everything, yeah, to find out where you are. Well, anyways, I think there's nothing really much more to say than thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in a different series. Bye for now. Also, you didn't think I would forget. Here is the completed castle. Bye for now.